think that's good. Yeah, it should be fine. My desk is a mess. Oh my god. I should probably put gloves on. Yeah. I don't know if anyone's in here or not. But regardless, I'm gonna start. It's like 2 minutes after. Oh my god, my chair. Actually, give me 1 second. How do I pause? There we go. I think that's good. Alright, so I just kind of wanted to do a quick update, hang out with some people, but this is what I'm currently working with. I used a mix of, I believe it was Model Color Black, yeah, Model Color Black, and a little bit of silver. And I got this really nice finish after I watered it down that I think I just want to go over and maybe do one or two more streaks of that mix on it just to kind of level it out. But I don't think I want to chrome it like fully. I think what I'm going to do instead is I might go around the edges and chrome that, or just chrome the little pieces like that right there. But I really like how that turned out. There are some areas that I have to touch up, like on the underside. The white looks good, but when I went through and I did the steel um, gray, I think, yeah, I went over a little bit too far. But other than that, I think these are done. Other than the thrusters, like the side thrusters getting repainted. But I messed up on the white. On the I want to say these are Vulcans. And I think I'm just going to strip that, reprime them. Because I don't really like the way that looks. It's really thick and ugly. But the good news is, I did a pretty good job on the white when it came to the actual beam sabers that go up underneath the core fighter, which, thank God. So the core fighter itself, I'm pretty impressed with. I've never actually painted with hot orange from Vallejo, but it looks really damn good. Like all painted up. Again, I'm going to touch up some of these areas at some point. But like, just look at that. It just looks so good. And then for the underside here, I used I think I used the Gundam marker on it, which I'm surprised did not mess up the rest of my paintwork, but it looks good. Looks very shiny. I used a chrome pen to touch up the wheels and the cockpit itself. I want to redo the cockpit. I think when I was handling it, I accidentally bumped it with my thumb and fucked up the chrome, unfortunately. But I want to say, I think, Heaven, are you in here? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Um, Check this out. So, your kit, not Lightning Black Warrior, but your kit that I've been painting and I did the base for is all done. I have the base all primed and all that. My desk is such a mess. Oh, Jesus. But that's the Deku all painted up. I fixed a lot of the parts that I kind of gubbed up the paint on. So this was my first experience with, I think it was Tamiya Surface, but I figured you'd like the shield. The chrome looks really nice. But what I did was, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to stand on his own properly. I mean, he can. He's just going to be kind of leaning to the side. Like, doesn't look too bad. But I added a magnet, a pretty strong magnet, actually, to the bottom. So that way, when you get the base all set up, see if I can pull back a little bit. Which way did I have this? I think it was, yeah. So you have the base facing this way, and I have it marked. There's a little indent for the shield. If for whatever reason you want to take the shield off, you can. But he just rests. Right there. Perfectly. He looks so damn cool. I was not expecting it to turn out this way, but I think it looks pretty good. I think before I send him out, though, I'm going to dust him off just a little bit because he's been sitting on my desk and that damn cat is constantly shedding, so there's hair everywhere, which makes priming and all that stuff just a little bit more of a pain in the ass to do. But I don't know. I kind of wish Toys R Us didn't go under, or when it did go under, I ended up buying all of the LBX kits because these things are so much fun to paint up. Like they guaranteed your money back. I'll just throw in the cat the next time. It'll be a little bit extra for shipping. But yeah. So the shield does pop off. I don't have him what am I looking for? I don't have him top coated just yet, so I don't want to like detach the shield and put it back in and scratch up the paint. Because I've been waiting for the chrome to dry. I think it takes like, was it like 2 weeks to fully cure, which is a pain in the ass. But it looks really good at least. But once it's all chromed up, I'll take a picture of it with the shield detached and put like right here. It's just something that I thought of. I was like, yeah, maybe he wants to put the shield down just to look cool or some shit. It's like a free hand. Um, I do have this other guy finished as well. I believe this was like the LBX Achilles that I ended up painting for my mom. And he looks pretty cool. The paint ended up running off of the uh, helmet. I don't know what it's called, the helmet hair thing. So it went down the crack, which that's that's gonna be fun to deal with if I want to get rid of it, but I don't think I will. I think my mom will just have to deal. But this thing was really cool to paint up too. I ended up repainting the cape, which I might have to strip and repaint again because ew, all the paint just kind of ran. What else was it? I don't think Chelsea's gonna join the stream, so I don't think she got my message. But this is the GPO one, yeah, GPO one that I finished for the other parts before it for this as well. I noticed that there's some slight frosting uh, over the decals, so I think just like a quick alcohol soaked Q-tip will fix that. But other than that, I'm pretty much done with it. I told her that I wanted to do a Linkin Park custom, and I'm pretty happy with it. I just have to finish the shield up. I think I'm gonna do like one solid color. If I can find it. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do like one solid color for the shield, like maybe on the sides here, and then a solid color in the middle. I was gonna use the original, or not the original Linkin Park logo, but uh, the logo that they used during, I think it was, yeah, Somewhere I Belong, whatever year that was. I think it was like 2004, something like that. But I was gonna have that like smack dab in the middle, and then just kind of have like paint like running off of it, kind of like it's been graffitied on through a stencil. And then, so all of that's done. I've been experimenting with putty. So I melted down, I think it was like six clear runners, something like that. It's a little bit of dirt in there, but this is all liquefied plastic runner. My idea was, instead of going out and buying like expensive like detail up parts like cameras and whatnot, I can just use putty, put it onto like, I don't know, parchment paper, let it dry, and then sand it flat, and then I can, that way I'll have like clear lenses. So that way if I want to use them for like the beam guns or the beam rifles, and just do that, just pop them in. It'll look like a clear lens. I don't know. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully I didn't just like waste a whole bunch of clear plastic runners. uh, the uh, the saber for the GPO one. I'm really proud of this because this is a fluorescent pink, which under UV light it glows. The purple not so much. I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's just, yeah, it's just royal purple. Well, thank you. I think I used that same pink on the Deku as well. Yeah. So you probably can't see it because I don't know how to zoom in with YouTube and my phone. Um, but I added a fluorescent pink for the eye and a fluorescent pink on the saber. Which, by the way, that's just a leftover saber that I had for, I think it was like an SD Gundam. But I was like, I don't like the gun because it's hollow on the one side and it just looks bad. So I gave him a little sword and a shield. So he has that now, and I am happy. So I'm just gonna move this guy off to the side. I've been so nervous, like leaving my phone and whatnot, like near that magnet, just because of how strong it is. I don't want it to like zap my phone. I mean, my phone's already fucked, so I don't want it to be even more fucked. Oh, say doctor, we'll see you now. Ow. Yeah. So GPO1 is pretty much done. I just have a few little things that I want to like touch up, fix a little. But other than that, I believe that's in. I believe it is all done and good to go. Now that is the first kit that I've actually used like a good primer on that didn't melt the plastic. I've used primers in the past that people have said, "Oh yeah, these are good, these are great," and I've been like, "Okay, I'll try it," and I go to try it, and it just straight up fucking melts my plastic. And then when I tell them about it, they're just like, "Oh, you didn't prime it right." It's like, what? Well, okay. Which side is this? Ah, there you are, you tricky bitch. I'm not sure if I want to glue these in or if I just want to leave them, but they seem to hold pretty well on their own. It's more or less just moving it in transit that worries me. And one last piece. Oh, there we are. There's the core fighter for the GPO-1. Massive thrusters on the back. Jesus. I'm not sure how well this is going to pick up on camera. Oh, wow, that picks up pretty well. So the insides of the thrusters, I used a I used an oil pencil and I just kind of like shaved off pieces or the actual oil part and smashed it down till it was like a kind of like a powdery substance. I took that powder after doing like I think it was like a light gray that I had in here, but I just kind of went around the inside of the thruster bells and let it sit until it came out looking like this. So now it's like it looks really pastel-y. I like that. It's really cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep these the way they are and just go over them one more time with the mix. But other than that, I'm pretty proud of this. I don't like hand painting because it's time consuming, but I'm very much happy with what I've done. It could have gone way worse, I feel. So the next thing that I wanted to show you, I had mentioned that I wanted to do the GBWC this year, but I didn't get to because I was sick, so I ended up skipping it. And I had a kit in mind that I wanted to work on. It was the super old high grade desk scythe. So this guy. So the old, I don't even know if you would consider them high grades. Like they're smaller than normal high grades, and they're smaller than the wing high grades, like the actual HGUC or HGAC. Um, but they're articulated like the HGs. So I don't know what Bandai was thinking with these, but they're really weird, but really posable for as old as they are. But what I had planned on doing was the head crust was kind of like just missing. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Focus. There we go. The head crust was missing, and I didn't feel like scratch building a new one. And then I thought, I have a whole bunch of extra bits from the Bear Guy build, which the original head that came with it looks kind of Beetle-ish. And I thought, well, I have joints and I have extra parts. I could probably scratch something like onto these, or even like right here, and give it like a backpack of beetle wings. Uh, my inspiration for that is from it's an old show from Bandai. I believe it was Bandai that did it. Um, Something called Aura Battler Dunbine or something like that. Probably butchered the name, but I thought adding something like this to the head, like that, would make it look kind of Beetle-ish. And then maybe extending out the chin so that it either curves up or curves forward, or like just goes out further. Um, so that way it'll look like a jaw, like a yeah. I don't know. This will be the first time I've ever like scratch built anything, so I'm kind of like, well, at least I'm doing it with an old kit that's kind of broken. All of these parts have really bad nubs. Thank you. I do want to do something with these, so I'm thinking maybe I could add like an extra claw, kind of like this. I'm not sure yet. But I have a ton of plot plate, which is plastic plating. It's what you use for scratch building. So like, if I wanted to, I don't know, like add like a spike or something, I would use plot plate and some putty and just kind of shape it the way I want, and then glue it on there or putty it to this, and then sand it until it's, you know, the dimensions that I need or want. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of like extra parts to this kit that I was like, I don't like the way that it looks because like the arms are too short, the head's too weird, like it looks gimpy. Like this to here looks good. Like it fits this size. And I feel like this, like the shoulder is just so short and plain. So I want to add stuff to it. Hopefully it'll work out. And I also have this extra, I believe it was for a desk scythe at one point, but uh, there's no clip at the end. So I think whoever had this kit before me clipped that off, so it can't like attach to anything. So I was thinking maybe I could cut these off and then glue them to the sides of the head. And just give it like extra spikes or some shit. I don't know. I'm really thankful that there's not a lot of, I don't think there's any on this kit, which is really impressive for as old as it is. There's like no hollow bits. I'd say like the only atrocious hollow that I've seen is maybe on the front skirt and back skirt, because they're just, you know, really plain. But even then, it's like I can just add some plot plating to it and make it look better. So that's pretty much what I've been planning on doing for a while. I might actually, like I said, this kit is really gimpy looking. And I think I want to add maybe 0.5, 0.6 of an inch to the waist section, just to bring it down a little bit further, just so it doesn't look so like smushed. Because right now, like every time I think about it, he just kind of looks like he's wearing like pants really high up. It's like me in the winter. But I mean, that's normally what it's supposed to look like. It's not a bad looking, you know, unit. Like all painted up. It looks really nice. Now obviously the one that I have is missing a ton of parts, but that's okay, because I have extra bits. Reason. There was something else I wanted to do, and I can't remember what. Who knows? I did get this from a friend though. So, about maybe a month or two ago, I I'd asked my friend for, you know, like he had listed a few kits for sale, and I was like, I'll gladly take the Trion 3 off your hands. So I was like, I really love the Trion, and he ended up sending me a whole bunch of these like mini claw kits, which I got this one, and I believe it was that one. No, Apsalis. I can't remember what this one's from, but I know I definitely got Apsalis. But when I was looking at this, I was thinking about maybe copying the head crest and then just using it. I think this is a dice. Yeah, that's so weird. You got six sides, one. I think it's like three on this side. It's so weird, but cool. So you gave me that one. Like I said, I got the Apsalis, which doesn't really look like anything until you put it together. Like, it's really weird looking. Um, it's really freaking detailed though. Like, you see how tiny that is? It's a mini Zaku head. Like, jeez. But along with those, he threw in a plum kit, which I've been trying to find plum kits for quite some time. Every time I like search for them, I just cannot find them. I don't know if it's I just can't find the right name, but he gave me this as a throw-in. Um, it's a backpack of sorts. I have no idea what this is, but from what I've seen, it transforms into a freaking like pterodactyl. You can use it as a backpack. It has like claws and shit. Like, it's really interesting. I have no idea. So, I don't know if you want to stick around and watch me build. If anyone wants it. I think it's old. Fairly certain it's old, but there you go. So the last thing that I remember doing on good. Last thing that I remember doing was I think I was sanding down a lot of the nub marks. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't have a proper nipper at the time, so a lot of the nub marks are really, really shitty, and they just look bad, especially on this like brilliant black, um, which by the way looks really damn good. And the fact that it has like a somewhat like pseudo inner frame, oh, that's even better. That's so cool. But yeah, it's definitely a really neat looking kit. I don't personally I don't like the gold that they use for the plastic, but I was trying this out and I can't say that I like it that much better. Um, so I don't know what I'm gonna use for it. I don't know if I'm just gonna leave them same color or what, but this is what the plastic looks like unpainted, and this is what it looks like with just watered down gold on it. It's a lot shinier. Like, holy shit. But let me know. I don't plan on painting it right away, but I do plan on finishing it at least, if not tonight, then soon. Alright, I think... I want to say I did the feet. Yeah. I started working on the feet anyways. There they are. Couldn't find my nippers. So, I've been using Squadron for a few months now. These things are fucking amazing. Like, they get really, really nice cuts. I used to use, I think they were Zurons or something like that. I don't think I'll ever go back to Zuron. After using Squadron, I want to either stick with them or switch up to the Gundam Planet Nippers, which I've seen those things in action, and man, the cuts that they get are beautiful. So the feet are done. I think I'm working on the leg. Yeah, the legs now, which luckily the legs are duplicated, which is good for me because I'm an idiot when it comes to building newer kits. So now I can just essentially cheat. Okay. If I go quiet, no, I'm not dead. I'm just off screen, cutting away. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'm gonna run out to the local hobby shop and pick up some paints. Maybe if they have a cheap kit or two, might do that as well. Just so I can support them. Like one of the few good things about having a hobby shop like super close is I've been able to stop in there like before and after before work and just make nice with everyone. So now they're like, "Oh, you're that guy that builds robots. Your shit's over there." They just kind of like segregate me like to this little corner. Meanwhile, everyone else is like building all these tanks and whatnot, and I'm just like, "Are the Gundams over here?" Okay, cool, thanks. Uh, A2 and A4. Oh god, I'm stupid. A4 and A3. There's that. I wish I could figure out how to get music to play while I'm streaming. Because I have a whole list of not copyright free music that's kind of tolerable, but I don't know how to access that while I'm on the mobile version. I don't know if you can. It's probably just something for oh, I think the stream died. I think I'm all alone. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Yeah, I think the stream died. Oh no. What a bummer.